what the heck happened? I really don't know what just happened, but we're gonna keep it moving. Um, so in fantasy world, they say first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a baby. Well, first was love, then came the marriage, and after the marriage came separation, and after separation, unfortunately, it ended in divorce. So I'll talk about all that. Um, I was young when I got married. I don't regret it at all because I would do it all over again. I honestly would. Marriage is not made for everybody, and not everybody deserves to be married. Let me just say that. So, and not everybody deserved to be married to me. I'll leave that at that. So I talk about that, and I talk about depression. I went through a state of depression. Of course, you young, you married young. You know, you this is like you thought this was just like it, you know what I'm saying? And you have dreams of starting a family with this person, and you have dreams of, when you get married, you don't ever think of not being with this person. So, on top of my separation, and divorce, I still had a life to live for myself. And at the time, I was going through a lot of other things in my life besides my husband. So, I went through a depression. And I guarantee you that it's no one in the world that can probably ever, or no thing, or no one that could probably ever get me to that state that I was in when I went through my depression. Like, it was sad, it was terrible. And now that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, because people commit suicide, people die. People really don't understand when somebody is depressed. Love on that person. Be there for that person, no matter if they want you there or they don't want you there. You need to be there for that person, because you just never know what's going on in that person's head or what's going on in their mind. And unfortunately, people are committing suicide young, old. It really don't matter the age. Sometimes life gets so bad for some people that they just can't continue, and they feel like they don't have no reason to continue. So that's one reason why I wrote this book, because I want everybody to enjoy life and know that life is what you make it, and there's no reason why you should feel like life is hard. Sometimes it can be hard, but God will never put more on you than you can actually bear, and I'm a witness to that. um so after the depression, I have a section, it's called Finding God. And I say finding God because I lost him, or I got lost. You know what I'm saying? Up in my own mess, that I went astray. I always knew God. I always knew how to pray. I always knew how to do all that. But after depression, it was like none of that mattered to me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get myself back to me and get myself back to him. And, you know what I'm saying? Just live. So I got a section called Finding God. And then, of course, I have another section or chapter. I keep saying section, but after that, it's a chapter called Exhaling. And everybody need to exhale. You know what I'm saying? With all that's going on, sometimes you just need to sit back and exhale and let it all out. And I think I said I had a section in there about divorce, right? I think, yeah, I did. Just had to touch on that again. So I also got a section just poetry. So I let some of my skills, I let y'all into my world of poetry. It's not really a lot of poems in there. It's just a few poems because, like I said, I wrote this book back in 0405, and the poems that are in this book has to do with things that were going on in my life at that actual time. But my second book is going to have a lot more poetry, because with age comes maturity. So I've matured, and my poetry skills have matured, and I took a creative writing class in school, and We had to do poems and we had to do short stories. So I'm pretty sweet with it. And I think that's basically um, all my book is about. Um, I got thank yous, and I give a shout out to everybody. So if you know me and if you've been a part of my journey in any way, shape, or form, your name is gonna be in my book. I wanted to do a collage with photos of me and my peoples and everybody that's been in my life and that has affected my life in any way, shape, or form. Those I love. But unfortunately, the whole picture process for this book, it didn't go how I needed it to go with the photo collage. So I'm sorry. Y'all pictures will not be in the book. It's just gonna be basically pictures of me. I think I'm still working on that right now. So with that being said, just look out for my book. And like I said, it's in editing right now. It takes 2 to 3 weeks for them to finish the editing. And once the editing is done, it takes 30 days for them to put the book together and, get it to me and get my approval and everything else. So I'm hoping, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, July 2010, my book will be out. It will be on Amazon.com, it will be on AuthorHouse.com, and it will be on BordersBooks.com. I'm hoping to get some type of arrangement with Doris Records and with Civic New Style Records so I can have the books. Of course, I gotta support my hood, so I want to have the books available, right on the east side of Buffalo, and that's it. I'm not sure if it's going to be inside Barnes and Nobles just yet. They have to have like a high demand to really have books in Barnes and Noble. So if people request that they put my books in Barnes and Nobles and people go to the actual store and buy it, they'll have them in there. But other than that, of course, I will be doing little stuff on the side, like um my bestie told me that she wanted to do my book release party. So if she come from Tennessee to Buffalo, then we'll have a book release party where we'll have the books available and you can buy them and you can party and you can have some drinks and we can have some fun because I'm all about fun. Life is too short not to have fun. You know, I handle my business. I work. I go to school. I got my book coming out. I love my family. I try to spend time with my family and friends as much as possible, and not just I just enjoy life because why not? So I'm gonna stop talking, and this is it. This is the last. So when you see this, just know that that's me and that's my book, and it's called My Life's Journey. And like I said, it'll be out hopefully July 2010, no later than July 2010. So I don't care if you like me, if you know me, you don't know me, want to know me, buy the book. I need support so I can write my second book. And I always put Buffalo on the map for whatever I do because I'm proud of where I'm from. So, deuces. And next time you see me, uh, hopefully it'll be on the cover of my book. Peace.